In the summer of 1764, a savage creature haunted the hills of Gévaudan, tearing through livestock, villagers, and reason itself. But what if the real horror wasn't the beast, but the girl it chose? In the summer of 1764, Marguerite Dupont lived on the edge of Gévaudan, a rugged stretch of southern France where hills rolled like sleeping giants and forests swallowed the horizon. She was 19, a shepherd's daughter, with calloused hands and a quiet strength. The village of Les Chazés buzzed with talk, not of crops or weddings, but of death. It started in June. A girl, Jean Boulet, was found torn apart in a pasture, her throat ripped out, her ribs cracked open. The parish register, still preserved today, lists her death as attacked by a ferocious beast. Then came more, 14 that year. Men, women, children, all mauled beyond recognition. Marguerite's father, Pierre, muttered over supper, "Wolves don't do this." Wolves are pack hunters, targeting the weak. Deer, elk, rabbits. A lone wolf rarely attacks a human. But the tracks around Jean's body weren't a pack scatter. They were single, massive prints, claws as long as a man's finger. The villagers called it Le Bête, the beast, and locked their doors at night. Marguerite didn't believe in monsters. She believed in facts. One evening, tending the flock, she heard it. A howl. Not the high wail of a wolf, but a low, guttural roll that sank into her bones. The sheep bolted, bleating in panic. She gripped her crook, scanning the dusk. A shape flickered between the pines, too tall, too lean, its eyes catching the last light like twin embers. "Fact," she whispered, steadying her breath. "Wolves don't stalk upright." By fall, the death toll climbed past 30. King Louis XV sent hunters, first Captain Duhamel with his dragoons, then the famed wolf slayer Jean Chastel. They combed the forests, muskets primed, but found only shadows. Historical records note Duhamel killed dozens of wolves, gray, mangy things with matted fur. None matched the beast's prints or the wounds. Throats torn clean, heads nearly severed, as if by jaws stronger than any known predator. Marguerite joined her father to check traps one morning. The air stank of rot. Near a stream, they found a ewe, gutted, its spine snapped, its eyes still wide with terror. Beside it, a print pressed deep into the mud, bigger than Pierre's hand. He cursed, spitting into the dirt. "This ain't natural." That night, the howl returned, closer. Marguerite peered through the cabin's shuttered window. Fog curled over the fields, and in it, a silhouette, loping, hunched, its head swaying side to side. Fact. Wolves have a keen sense of smell, detecting prey up to 1.5 miles away. This thing didn't need to smell her. It knew she was there. A claw scraped the door, slow and deliberate. She held her breath until it passed. The attacks grew bolder. In December, a boy, André Porteface, survived, barely. Historical accounts say he fought off the beast with a stick, its jaws snapping inches from his face. He described it to the priest. Red fur, like blood, and a stench, like death. Marguerite overheard the tale at church. André's arm bore a welt, swollen and black, veins spidering outward. He died a week later, raving about howls in his head. Marguerite woke the next day with a sting on her neck. A mark bloomed there, small, red, cold to the touch. She hid it under her shawl, but the howl echoed louder now, not just outside, but inside her skull. Fact. Some parasites, like rabies, alter behavior. Wolves with it foam, snap, lose fear of humans. Was this rabies, or something older, darker? Pierre noticed her flinch at every sound. "You're marked," he said, voice low. "It's calling you." She laughed it off, but that night, she dreamed of running on all fours, teeth bared, the village burning behind her. She woke clawing the floor, nails bloody. By 1766, the death toll neared 100. The king's men dragged a huge wolf carcass through Paris, shot by Chastel with a silver bullet, or so the legend says. Its body, stuffed and displayed, was 5 feet long, with teeth like daggers. The attacks stopped. Villagers cheered. Marguerite didn't. Her mark had spread. Black veins snaked down her chest, her pulse slowing to match the howl's rhythm. She couldn't sleep. The forest pulled her. One moonless night, she slipped out barefoot, drawn to the hills. The air thrummed with that guttural call. Deep in the woods, she found it. A hollow where the trees bent inward, their bark weeping a red sap. Bones littered the ground. Sheep, deer, human, some still fresh. At the center stood the beast. Not the wolf Chastel killed. This was alive, its fur matted crimson, its eyes glowing, its jaws dripping. It wasn't alone. Shapes shuffled behind it. People, or what was left of them, their skin gray, their mouths gaping in a silent howl. Wolves mark territory with scent. This marked her. The beast lunged, but not to kill. Its teeth grazed her arm, and the howl exploded in her mind. Hunt with us. Her body burned, her vision sharpened. She ran, not away, but with them, into the dark. In 1767, Gévaudan exhaled. The beast was dead, they said. Chastel's wolf rotted in a museum until it vanished in the 19th century. But shepherds whispered of missing sheep, of howls too deep to be wolves. Marguerite never returned. Her cabin stood empty, the door scratched with claw marks no animal could make. In 2019, a hiker posted on X about Gévaudan. Heard a weird howl last night. Not a wolf, too human. Replies mocked him. But one, from an unverified account, read, "She's still out there." That night, he vanished. His camera, found weeks later, held a single clip, a figure in the fog, red-furred, eyes glinting, howling a name, Marguerite. Today, the forest is quiet. But if you listen at dusk, past the wind, there's a sound. Low, guttural, calling. Fact, wolves don't forget their pack. Neither does she.